Yes. All right. Am I... Everything working?
I don't know. I clicked on it. It says waiting for double buff. There we go. You were so quiet.
Hey everybody, here we are. We're playing some Stardew Valley again. Second time of the day. However, this time, Junimo card has fixated itself in my brain. It's personal now. I have to get it. So, here we are. And Conchu.
You are irresponsibly quiet.
Oh no. Okay. Well, we just discussed this. It's really hard for me to get close to the mic without it being bad.
I don't think it's a because I hear you fine in Discord.
Right.
And it's the same audio track. So you need to up your output for the stream by literally 500%.
Okay, hold on. Alt tab. Oh, okay. So that's my audio input capture, desktop audio, mic aux. So we want to increase this. Now is this better? At all?
Quite a bit.
Okay, we're here and we're talking and we're at a new level. We're at a new level here. Okay. How's everything going? Is it good? Do I just need to get closer to the mic? Because that would be difficult.
Hold on. I mean, it is louder. This is not a problem. It's interesting. Because this is not at all a problem we have with John. If anything, John is too loud.
Yeah.
This is, irresponsibly quiet.
Oh my god.
It is louder. Now, whatever you did made it louder, but it's still so quiet.
Yeah.
And also, I have no idea if Discord is being streamed. Which I'm fine with. I don't really care.
Do you not hear you at all?
It's tough. It's just very quiet.
Okay, here. If we...
I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no, it's not.
It's not picking up Discord at all?
I think.
It says it's picking up the desktop audio, so...
And it's just really quiet.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Wow. I can just hover.
Okay. Anyway.
Okay, it is doing Discord. I heard myself just then.
Okay, cool.
It's just
Sweet.
very quiet.
Wonderful. We, the Double Buff Boys, are here. If you guys also got Stardew Valley, then we could all stream Stardew Valley together in the multiplayer mode. Wouldn't
All right, that's not
fun?
so bad. It's not. First off, I don't even know how to play the game. I don't even know if I want to play the game.
Okay,
secondly,
fine.
I can actually hear you now, so this is good.
Nice, good, wonderful. Gus doesn't open till 12, does he? Never mind. All right, here we go. We're gonna do it. We're gonna be good. We're gonna be great. Progress mode. Let's
I'm just
go.
gonna go ahead and mute the stream because I don't want to hear you twice. For God's sake, hearing you once is bad enough.
Oh, wow. Thanks. All right.
Junimo cart.
I want it to be known, I don't remember how to play.
All I remember about this was that you showed it to me once, and I'm like, this seems like the kind of thing that I would beat in 5 minutes.
Yeah, and I remember that pissed me off.
I think for me the problem is I can't see the stream and talk because I'm getting double voice in my headphones.
Yeah, dude, I had to mute it.
The only thing is I can't mute the audio in my phone. That's the problem.
Chris, Chris?
What? Stop
Be back,
laughing
boys.
at me.
10 minutes.
Can you control the height of the jump?
Yes.
Yeah, you can.
If you hold it down farther.
You're just very bad.
Yeah.
Are there lives?
Yeah, I have 3 lives.
Jesus Christ. You're not getting to the end. Oh my god.
Shut up. Stop it.
Oh man, I wish I could play for you.
I wish that too.
Can I take control of your computer in some way? No, there'd probably be too much of a delay anyway, and then I would look the fool. So that's a checkpoint. You just got a checkpoint. Great job. That's another checkpoint. Boom.
Oh,
That cherry.
Oh no.
Oh. 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 Oh.
Come on. I wish my space bar wasn't so loud. Oh,
No,
God.
I need to hear it. I need to hear the effort.
Okay. Here we go.
You are failing so
oh.
terribly, Chris.
Yes, I know.
Incredible.
Stop it. Shut up.
We could be the Statler and Waldorf, Monty.
Oh my
Oh, sure. Let's go.
Okay.
Oh, what a jump. Oh. Oh. Oh, is that a melon? You got a melon?
No, that's orange.
Oh, looks like a melon to me.
It's a cherry, it's an orange, it's a grape.
So you have to... Have you not beat the first stage before?
I did, so...
Because I'm guessing there's multiple stages based on what I'm looking at here.
So... This is my first time playing the progress mode. I was playing the endless mode before.
Oh, okay. So you're supposed to lose the endless one. Why are you going for the coins? Who cares about the coins? Just get to the end.
I'm trying. Stop. Well, so you don't have a life. You don't have lives. You only have 1 life in the endless mode.
Yeah.
And that's like, yeah.
I think I can't handle the double voice. Great.
How do you fail? You fail in the one place. Oh my god. This is disgraceful.
What this game reminds... You know what this game reminds me of? The temple run in mobile.
Sure.
But not 2D.
I was thinking like, it's like
man.
Flappy Bird, but easier.
I'm starting to, oh no, I'm starting to lag.
Yeah, I see the lag. I see the lag. Oh, what a jump though. Huh? Look at that. He's going the distance.
Okay. Oh god. Okay.
It's okay. All right. That's okay.
Fuck.
So is the objective just to collect 3 fruits?
I don't even know what he's trying to do other than get to the end. Oh, almost. Okay. All right. You're so close.
Okay, I need to do something about this lag.
All right, buddy. Okay.
I need to do something about this lag.
I mean, we're in a sad
Plot
state.
twist, the
Stardew
lag is-
Valley is lagging. Do you have to get the fruit?
I know your point. Well, in the endless run, it's about getting the high score, and you need the fruit to do that. This I don't know.
It says he has to do something about the lag, and immediately just starts playing again.
It's addictive. I want
See, look, you're getting it. You're getting it. He's doing it.
Shut up.
He doesn't need the glasses.
I knew you were gonna go there. Okay.
He's starting
Okay.
to believe.
Come on.
Timber.
Come on.
He's starting to believe.
I believe I can Minecraft.
Get the grapes.
Alright, let's go.
I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky.
Monty,
I'll
you can't
think
sing any
about
more
it
of
every
that song.
night and day.
We're gonna get sued.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
sorry, I
please.
didn't know that.
No, Monty's too good of a singer. It sounds too perfect. Oh, you got an extra life. You got an extra life for getting all 4 of the fruits.
3 fruits. No, oh, God.
I'm sorry.
I lost it. I lost the life.
Oh, this looks tough. This is gonna be a tough one. There's ice. There's ice in this one.
Yeah,
Griff.
yeah.
He's gonna skid
Chris-
on the ice.
Chris, there's Ive.
Okay, come on.
What was that? What was that? Oh my God! Wasted that life. Pathetic.
Alice, boys, I'm gonna hop off. I'm gonna meet you guys later. Bye.
Okay, bye 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 bye.
No.
Walk safe. Huh. Huh.
That's not good. Oh my God.
No, you're doing great. You're doing great. You're doing great.
Oh, I need to fix the lag.
How do you fix the lag?
I'm gonna see if I have anything open that I can close.
What would be open?
Well, okay, hold on. Maybe the lag just fixed itself. Because I'm not lagging anymore, I don't think.
Well, that's optimistic.
I'm just...
So you have to start over.
Yeah. Concerned Ape is an awful person for making this minigame.
Who's that? Who's Unconcerned Ape?
He's
Griff.
the
Griff,
one
how do you
man...
fail that?
He's the one-man programmer that made this game.
Wow. Stardew Valley made by one person?
Yes.
I never would have guessed. Can you slow down
No.
or speed up?
No. All you do is jump.
And you keep jumping over those things. Is it actually bad when you hit those little blocker things? Do they kill you?
If you hit them wrong. Alright. See, I have to beat Lewis's score.
Who's Lewis? Lewis Hamilton?
No, Lewis is the mayor.
You saying Lewis Hamilton couldn't be mayor?
Yes.
You have to get 50,000.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you haven't even beat Cassidy.
I am Cassidy.
Oh, why are you Cassidy?
That's the name of my character that I picked.
Why is your name Cassidy?
Because I decided it was Cassidy.
I think about it every night and day. Spread my... Chris.
What? Just stop. Just...
Endless is not for you.
Oh my
You got the same place.
I was getting really close. I was like 5,000 away from
I
beating
mean,
it.
yeah, I saw that.
Um,
Why do we have to do this?
At this point, now it's my hubris.
Okay.
Okay, come on.
And I love hearing the spacebar. I love it. Miss the frickin' orange.
Come on,
Oh my god.
come on.
Oh my, this is
We-
embarrassing.
I can do this. I can do this. It's fine. Just
Let him play, ref. Oh my god.
Stop.
I can do this.
All right, we did it. We did it.
You actually did it?
I did it.
Prove it. Got the orange.
I missed the cherries.
Got the grapes.
I missed the orange again.
We got to the end.
I want to die.
I think about it every night and day.
Wait until the end of the ice level I just did.
Didn't even want to risk getting the coins.
Yeah,
Oh, he's got
no
the
need.
grapes. Oh, okay. All right.
Yep.
Ran right into it.
Yep. Alright, there we go. Yeah, there we go, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Did you just footstool? I think you just footstooled that boulder.
Ooh, maybe. That's possible. Okay.
Alright, you're nailing it. You got it.
No.
Look at this.
Oh,
You're
God,
15,000
dude. Oh, my
points,
God.
basically. Did you just die again?
I did just die again. You're gonna see it. It's, God, it's so dumb.
Alright, I retract my hubris.
Yeah?
I said this would take me 5 minutes. Take me 20 minutes. 4 times as long. It would take me 4 times as long.
It wouldn't take you literal hours. Literal days.
Well, considering you got 15,000, so you just have to beat 3 levels and then get some on the last level. You don't even have to beat it. You just have to get enough to get to. You beat 3 levels. That'll give you about 45,000, and then just get about 6,000 points.
Yeah.
I could do that blindfolded in 20 minutes.
Oh my God.
How could you possibly do it blindfolded? You couldn't possibly.
These are
How would you know?
procedurally generated. They're not the same every time.
Yeah, how would you know when to jump?
Oh my God. Does this go back to the psychic thing? Have you been practicing your psychic skills?
No, of course not. It's not something you practice.
Oh.
It's
like
some people just have it.
Maybelline.
It's like the Force.
Oh,
Some
it's-
people just have it, and others just don't. That's not even true in modern day Star Wars anymore. Modern day Warrior.
Like that.
Strike.
That little boy with the broom.
Well, no, I'm not even talking about that. I don't necessarily have a problem with the boy broom, Star Wars broom. I don't have a problem with that. My problem is when, because at least it's packaged in there that little boy is Force sensitive. We can all agree that little boy is Force sensitive.
Yes.
But the Ahsoka TV show would have you believe that someone who is not Force sensitive could just practice and get the Force. That's what the new canon is stating. Like, there's no other way to read the scenario. That's what it's saying. See, if I talk about this inane nonsense, it's going to help you.
Oh, maybe.
So,
But it's
like,
not
because there's a
midichlorians?
character. I assume it's still midichlorians, but there's a character. I didn't watch Rebels, but there's a character in it from Rebels. She has purple hair, and she
Okay.
in Rebels, as far as I understand, was not even a little bit Force sensitive. Like, not even like hinted at that she could have the Force. She's just a Mandalorian.
Right.
And in the Ahsoka show, the live action one, she's just straight up throwing the Force around, like using full on telekinesis and everything. You missed the cherry. Which is just unfortunate for the state of canon. Because if that is the precedent we've set, what are we doing? Why didn't we just train? Why didn't Darth Vader just train the stormtroopers to use the Force? if that is something we can do. Like, it's even in Legends, it's always been like a thing that whatever big bad we're working with is doing some kind of thing, some kind of huge plan to reproduce Force-sensitive people, to either clone Jedi or make like Sith troopers or whatever the hell, you know?
Right.
But if we could just practice the whole time, what are we talking about?
Maybe there was an off-camera blood transfusion of midichlorians. Did you think about that?
I didn't think about it. I didn't think about that distinct possibility. Honestly, the whole state of canon in Star Wars right now is just so far beyond me. I don't care anymore, and it's because of how flippantly they treat not only the writing that came before them, but their own creativity. They don't care.
Mm-hmm. It's just Disney's cash cow at this point.
Like, clearly, I don't even think I'm just saying this facetiously. Me, someone who does not care about new Star Wars, cares more about the state of their canon than they do. Also, there's just a bunch of stuff that they go out of their way to say, like, oh, Legends is not canon, okay? But every once in a while, they'll be like, oh, well, we have to have this. And they'll take that from Legends and implant it into their canon now.
Right.
But, like, it's not like they're giving credit. They're just deciding, oh, Darth Plagueis was never, like, you know, that whole Darth Plagueis novel was never canon. But we'll take him and everything he did in that book and just put it in to canon now. And the problem, like, I'm not saying George never did that. And I'm not here going to defend George, right? I'm not saying he is some perfect Svengali of Star Wars that controls the whole sanctity of canon.
Yeah.
But he would almost exclusively take stuff from Legends and just, like Coruscant, for example. The name Coruscant came from a novel. And he took that and made it a core concept. Where the Jedi existed in the Republic. And but nothing that he stated made anything in that novel not canon anymore.
Right.
Like, it could still exist in Legends. Nothing was contradicted because of what he said happened in the movies. But they don't care.
Even the
Like, Kiadi Mundi is like, it was in it because it had never been stated in canon or really in Legends that Kiadi Mundi did this. I think it came from a Star Wars RPG that his species are particularly short lifespan.
Yeah.
And because of that, and I think they were endangered, and because of that, he was like the only Jedi who was allowed to have wives. He had 2 wives. And I don't care about Kiadi Mundi, and clearly they don't either, but somewhere, somebody out there, Kiadi Mundi was their favorite Jedi, and the Acolyte ruined him, ruined whatever canon he had, whatever little trivia he had. And it was just for the sake... Great jump. It was just for the sake of a stupid, like... not even an Easter egg. What's the word I'm looking for? Like a cameo. It could have been any Jedi. It could have been Yarl Poof. Why didn't you just do Yarl Poof? It would have been cheaper, probably, because it could have just been like a CGI monstrosity. But no, let's set our stupid Star Wars show 100 years before the beginning of Episode 1, which is also frickin' 30 years before Kiadi Mundi was even born. But I digress.
So, how about them Spaceball?
Yeah.
Do you
Well,
think...
let's just be realistic. It's gonna be garbage. It's gonna be hot garbage. If I'm not even being pessimistic, this is me being, just kind of cautious. So maybe I'm being pretentious here, but we're gonna find out how you feel. Great jump. We're gonna find out how you feel about it in a second.
Okay.
So, like the original Spaceballs, at least to me, certainly from a viewer's perspective, Spaceballs came from a place of love. I love Star Wars, and I find Spaceballs funny because it is poking fun at the, just the concept of Star Wars, and it is fun. It is making fun of those tropes. It is like, oh, like it's just Star Wars, but at 11, basically, is what Spaceballs is.
Yeah.
And we weren't to the point where, and also it's not even just Star Wars. It's kind of sci-fi as a genre that it's making fun of.
Yeah.
Using Star Wars as more of a framework. But with Star Wars in particular, there's nothing about modern Star Wars other than Andor that I even love anymore. There's a whale. This is new.
Yeah. He fires bubbles at you.
Oh, but you fall slower
Yeah.
because you're in water.
Yeah.
Do the bubbles... That bubble didn't kill you. Oh, but that one did.
Yep. You have to land on them just right, like the boulders, in order to make them not kill you.
So I'm worried that the Spaceballs movie, like, what are they going to make fun of? How garbage Star Wars is now? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you think...
Oh wow, you like have to get the three fruits. You just don't get enough points if you don't.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
What were you gonna ask?
Do you think they're going to keep the name for Spaceballs 2 from the original movie, or is it going to be...
I think it'd be pretty
name?
funny if it's just called like Spaceballs 3 and they reference Spaceballs 2 as happening. I think that'd be pretty funny.
That would be...
And also it kind of like, because you don't know. This is what my guess is going to be. Spaceballs 2 is going to be like a sequel trilogy type of situation.
Okay.
And like I can already imagine, is he dead?
Who?
Bill Pullman?
I believe everyone's making a return.
Well, I can imagine already Bill Pullman being them poking fun at that. Bill Pullman being Luke, like a washed up has-been on some dirt planet with like elephant nuns.
What if...
Well, that's the interesting thing, is that Bill Pullman was like Luke and Han put together.
But he was dressed up as Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
You know why that is?
Because it's funny.
Well, yes, one it is. But Mel Brooks asked George if he could...
George Floyd?
No. George Lucas.
Oh, okay.
If he could, make the parody. And he's, explains to him everything, and he's like, yes, you can, but your character that is, the hotshot rebel pilot, he can't look like Han Solo. And he's like, okay. And so Mel Brooks was like, so I made him look like Indiana Jones.
That's funny.
That is funny.
And again, obviously I'm hopeful that the movie will be funny.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't.
Rick
I don't know if
Moranis
it's
is
gonna-
making a return.
I don't know if it's gonna be good. I don't know if we can have a Mel Brooks film in this economy. Like, imagine if Blazing Saddles were made this year. Like, that's not okay. No one would allow that. You're doing great.
I can feel my blood pressure.
You're doing great.
You could say that I have chills, and they're multiplying.
Yeah?
Yes.
I watched a guy. Oh, get wrecked by that boulder, dude. Didn't even
Shut
see
up.
it coming. When I watched some video of this guy talking about. Oh no, that's what it was. It was a video of a lady talking about Velma season 2.
Oh God.
I had forgotten Velma existed. The TV show, and let alone that there was a season 2. So I'm like, oh, I'll watch this. She's probably just complaining about how not good the show is. And there was an episode of Velma season 2 that was like a parody of The Breakfast Club.
Mother. Yeah.
And the lady in the video clearly feels a lot about Breakfast Club.
Yes.
And I could tell you, like, even before going in, I know it's a movie that I enjoy, and it's a movie that I know is good, in a roundabout way. Like, she clearly in the video felt more about it than I ever have, which is fine. But it's so interesting because her point as to why they kind of biffed the whole point of the Breakfast Club episode, the parody, is you could just really tell that none of the writers even knew what Breakfast Club was.
Yeah.
They just kind of were making fun of the idea of the Breakfast Club and not its execution. They were. You got the impression, at least this is what she said, and I am inclined to agree. You get the impression that the writers of Velma didn't even bother to watch the movie,
That they
before
were
writing
parodying.
this episode.
Yeah. So then why even parody? Why parody something if it's not out of a blaze of love?
Well, like, it's so. That's such a good point, because it's so. That's what I'm worried about. I don't love Star Wars. That's my point. Is. I don't know. Like Blazing Saddles. It's so obvious that whoever made that film, Mel Brooks or not, obviously it was Mel Brooks. I'm not saying it's a conspiracy that it wasn't Mel Brooks. I'm saying whoever made it. Like, we know Mel Brooks has his own style, but whoever it was that created that film in a vacuum, you could just tell from watching it they love westerns.
Mm-hmm.
And they obviously really like Monty Python. Was Monty Python a thing before that? Surely it was. That movie always gave me strong Monty Python vibes. It could be the other way around, though, for all I know.
I want to say Monty Python was late 60s and Mel Brooks was early 70s.
Well, there you go. There's this really dumb scene from Ready Player One. I don't know if this was in the movie or not. In fact, I'm pretty sure it wasn't. in Ready Player One, the novel Ready Player One.
Mm-hmm.
There's a scene where one of the trials is to like verbatim quote the entirety of the script of Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
God. Yeah.
And it's just a really dorky scene. And not dorky in like a fun way, it's dorky in like a cringe way. I felt very cringy reading that the first time. I don't think triple jumping is going to help you.
You're right.
I don't think it's going to help. Is there some manner of upgrade you can get yourself? Like wings? If you could fly, this would be easy. Oh, nice jump. Drink a Red Bull. I've heard it has some manner of effect in that area.
Alright, this is what's going to happen, Scott. I'm going to call an Uber.
Announcing what's happening.
I'm going to get my desktop, and I'm going to take an Uber to your house, so you could play this game.
You don't want me... You could just bring me there? You don't want me to just do that?
You did, Scott. You gotta win Junimo card for me. I need you to big brother this moment. God, blessed be.
Have you seen that? It's such a wholesome picture. There's like a... I have no idea if this is the actual story of the picture, but this is always the, like, title or whatever that goes with it. And it's, like...
Yeah. Mother.
It's like 3 or 4 little boys who were, like, between the ages of 5 and 7. Mm-hmm. And they clearly just... It's on Christmas morning, and they clearly just got a new Game Boy. And they're all huddled around their chair while their mom is helping them beat a level on Mario.
That's adorable.
And it's so 90s, and it makes me smile.
Alright, come on, baby. Let's go.
Come on, baby. You're my honey pie, sugar, baby.
Mother.
Come, my lady.
Alright. Then... Well, I guess The Producers isn't a parody. It's just a comedy.
I've never seen it.
Oh, it's great.
Despite how much I love Nathan Lane, I've never seen it.
I mean, you hate musicals, but I think you would like it.
The only musical I've watched that I genuinely enjoyed... that I genuinely enjoyed the musical aspects of it, I should clarify. Because obviously I love The Lion King.
Right.
But the only musical I've ever watched that I genuinely enjoyed the musical aspects of it was...
Little Mermaid.
Little Shop of Horrors.
Oh yeah, we've talked about this. Little Shop of Horrors is so good, though.
I do love Little Shop of Horrors. I don't know, maybe I'd feel the same way about Rocky Horror Picture Show. I don't know. I know it's a very different kind of
I've also never watched it. Do you and me want to, like, go to a midnight showing of it?
I really desperately don't because of what I've heard about them. I'm just not part of that scene.
Okay.
I'm not part of the scene of people throwing popcorn and cheering and singing along.
Like Chicken Jockey.
I don't think it's to that extreme, but like it's like a culture to go to see Rocky Horror, in the theater with people.
You wouldn't want that to be your first experience with it.
I don't think I would ever want that. I hate people.
Oh right, I forgot.
My eyes just glazed over for a second. And I'm like, what is that? What is that shape on the right side of the screen? It's your mouse cursor.
Yes.
I got very confused.
I can move it.
No, it's fine there. I just like I said, my eyes glazed over, and I'm like, what am I doing? Where am I?
It being there is my good luck charm.
Okay.
It's not working.
That's a good point. That it's not working. Anyway, long story short, I have a not insignificant amount of apprehension about the new Spaceballs movie.
Yeah.
Because of what we've just been talking about, what is even the parody?
Yeah.
If like Star Wars is already a parody of itself.
Yeah. Maybe it's a parody of the
What if
current culture.
what if this would unironically be, obviously this won't happen. What if somehow Spaceballs 2 is like a good Star Wars movie?
Like, it's just serious and it's just amazing.
Like, it's serious in the way that Star Wars is serious, at least.
Yeah.
And it's just like a good movie. I'd love that.
That would be.
That'll never happen.
That would probably actually be the most subversive.
That's the best way to parody what we have today.
Yeah. That'd be so subversive.
What if instead of a parody, it's a deconstruction?
Ooh.
And we just get like a 2.5 hour long Evangelion like.
Space opera?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I fucks with that.
Man, what a terrible time for a jump. Like, what are you thinking?
Question, Scott.
Answer.
Who was the creator of Airplane?
I actually don't know. Let's find out.
Because I always say, like...
There's never been a name associated with it.
Yeah.
Did you see that they're remaking Police?
I did with
Naked Gun?
Liam.
Liam Neeson. Honestly, great choice. I do not have high hopes.
There are some scenes from the commercial that I'm like, that's pretty funny.
I just typed in airplane expecting Google to know what I'm talking about. And it's like airplanes are things that... Alright, airplane movie.
It just shows you like an image of planes, trains, and automobiles.
Yeah, it's not... I love that movie so much. Yeah, it's not really that kind of... Like, I don't recognize any of these names. It has 3 directors, David Zucker, Jim Abrahams, and Jerry Zucker.
Well, wasn't there 3 Airplane movies?
I only know 2. Airplane 2, the sequel.
Right.
I don't think there was a 3rd one. There were 3 Naked Guns.
Right.
There was Naked Gun 2.5, and Naked Gun 33 and a 3rd.
Maybe they're...
Here's a review of Airplane 2, the sequel. Pathetic in comparison to the first one, and I would know. I watched them back to back. I mean, holy moly, did Finkelman bomb on delivering a satisfying sequel? I'm not expecting perfection, or I think he means I'm not expecting perfection for this to be better than the first one, but the least the movie could do is be a... Yeah, I'm not reading the whole thing, because I gotta go to a different page. I'm not doing that.
Here's a thought. Maybe...
That's a thought.
Because 2 of those guys are named Zucker, right?
Yeah.
Maybe the first movie was done by like a brother duo, like the Wozniak twins that did Matrix.
It's not their names.
What's their names? Wachowskis?
Wachowskis, yeah.
Wozniaks. What the fuck am I thinking?
Who is Steve Wozniak? He was the Apple guy. Steve Wozniak.
Oh, right.
Anyway, I'll be honest. I don't know if what gender the Wachowskis identify as.
That's why I said.
And you did the safe play. You did the safe play.
Well, I know one of them transitioned.
I think they were the Wachowski brothers. I think, and I think they both transitioned.
Oh,
but don't quote me.
I thought only one did. Okay.
I don't know. All I know is The Matrix 4, whatever it was called, Resurrections, I think that's what it was called, was hot garbage.
So, I was about to make a joke that I would get us canceled over.
I'd love to hear it. Unironically, I would love to hear it.
It was just gonna be something like, maybe action and testosterone go together.
I mean, yeah. Don't get me wrong. I can tell you for sure there are several female-led movies, like as in the lead actor is female, and it's an action film that is very successful and good.
Kill Bill.
Kill Bill's a great one, obviously, but that's Tarantino.
Yeah.
You could like cast a fat old man as the Tarantino lead, and it would be a great movie. Wasn't Mad Max Fury Road woman directed? No, that was no, that's what's his name? George Miller. George Romero? What's his name?
George Costanza?
Mad Max, George Costanza, Mad Max Fury Road, George Miller, yeah.
Oh, okay. Are we sure he didn't transition?
Let's look it up. God, he is 80 years old. My God.
Jesus.
That movie rocks, though. Fury Road.
Okay, so
have you seen Fury Road?
No.
You need to. It's great.
So what you're telling me is that good action movies don't require testosterone. Because he's 80 and definitely is impotent.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So, yeah, George Miller was the guy who originally made Mad Max.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'll be honest. I was going to say the only movie I can think of right now that's a female-led action movie that is, like, quite good is Atomic Blonde. And that's basically just girl John Wick.
Wait. Is it directed or led?
Led. I don't know about that. Let's look up Atomic Blonde. Atomic Blonde.
If we're going with lead, that's really good. Alien.
David Leitch is the director, so I'm gonna go with that's a guy probably.
It's probably a guy, but no, Alien.
Yeah, for sure.
Terminator 2.
I mean, she's not really like the center of the action, though. Don't get me wrong, she's there.
She is
but, like,
in my book.
Like the reason you go to see Terminator 2 is to see robots fight each other. You know what I'm saying?
Ah, true. I recently saw a thing that made it like a really cool. Not really cool, but made it like a modern take on the current system, and it was like, wow, who knew like an AI would choose to be a cop in order to go around killing people without consequences.
I don't know what we're talking about.
No, I would have to find the post. It was like,
you're still doing Junimo card, huh?
I said until I die. I've died lots of times. Don't at me.
Man, I get my eyes just unfocused, and like I just reorient. I'm like, where am I? What's happening? Oh, he's still playing this.
Just pay attention to the arrow, and keep talking about movies.
This is like how you cure seasickness.
Yeah.
Just look at the arrow. Look at the horizon.
I'm a dumbass.
Focus on the horizon.
Okay, come on. Yeah, baby.
What do you get for beating his score?
You get
what was that jump?
The
What are we
in-game
doing?
the in-game publishers of Junimo Kart send you an arcade machine so you can play Junimo Kart in your home.
Yeah, because that's what I want. More. I want to play more of this. How does Prick even get 50,000 exactly? I think he's botting.
He's the mayor. He paid his way in.
Freaking jerk off. Wow, get squished by a boulder, idiot.
Do you
I'll
remember
be real
those-
here. I don't think there's ever been anything in my life that I've tried as many times as this.
That's nice. Do you remember the?
And I don't know
awful-
whether to be proud or sad about that.
Do you remember the awful parody movies that came out? Like,
Oh, of course I
They-
do. Because I was about to bring those up. How we had like a God knows back in like 2009 or something. That superhero movie parody with
another
Drake
superhero
Bell.
movie. Yeah.
Was it Drake Bell?
Yep.
And
There was an epic.
we haven't
movie.
really had any kind of those garbage parody movies since superhero culture really took off.
Yeah.
And I wonder what they would look like now.
They haven't even made a scary movie recently.
Well, I think the Wayans died. I think like suicide by cop or something.
Oh my god. In Canada? Aren't they
I
Canadian?
think so. The Wayans just bought it hard.
Okay. We're gonna fight the whale again.
Okay, we got to the third round here.
God damn it.
That was a good. I'm still on the ice level, but I can tell by your reaction that you're just about to die really unceremoniously.
It's really bad.
Incredible.
I told you. It was so bad.
Like Meet the Spartans, remember that? Like, what was the joke with Meet the Spartans? Let's just like do. You remember that movie, 300? Let's make a parody where like it's like that, but we call it Meet the Spartans, a la Meet the Fockers, right? Okay.
And
what's the
we
what's
really
the parody?
we
What
really
do we
hammer
parody?
home the fact that they're gay.
What are we parodying here? The movie 300.
Yeah, you're okay.
All right, step one.
Step 1, choose a popular movie. Step 2, throw in gay jokes. Step 3,
Also, that's the
profit.
one with like, there's the robot where the guy who's like leave Brittany alone is on the robot or something.
Right.
What the hell was that movie?
It was nothing. Parody movies like stopped being good, and then we stopped getting them because everyone was like, "We're so tired of parody movies."
Well, unpopular opinion. I don't think they were ever good.
We were just talking about how Spaceballs was great, and it's a parody.
No, I meant those in particular. Those like
Oh, okay.
stupid ones like
Well,
Scary
like-
Movie.
Scary Movie was definitely funny in bits.
I don't know, man. I never really liked them. They were funny in the way that Family Guy could be funny, I guess, where it's just like a thing you can say and people are like, "Oh, I understand that reference."
I get that reference.
I just never found them all that funny. That could just be a me problem. I don't know. But it's not because I'm always correct. So that's just.
I can't even think of the last parody movie that like released. Has it really been? Well, there was oh no, movie 34.
Oh, fire alarm.
Fire alarm. I guess I'm playing this until
May I
I
have
die.
your attention, please? May I have your attention, please?
You have my
There has
attention.
been a fire emergency reported in the building. Please evacuate the building by the nearest exit.
All right.
Do
Do I
not use
mute?
the elevators.
Do I mute this or keep this in the stream?
I think it's funnier if you leave it.
All right.
Don't burn to
May I
death.
have your
please.
attention, please? May I have your attention,
Are you
please?
saying I
There
have
has
to
been a
lie
fire
to
emergency
the
reported in the
viewers?
building. Please evacuate the building
Like,
by the nearest exit.
there's
Do
a
not
chatter
use the elevator.
asking if you are okay. Please leave the building.
All right, fine. I am gonna mute it.
Okay.
Sky. Or
May I
okay,
have your
fine.
attention,
I'll just
please?
leave it.
May
I'll
I
just
have
leave
your
it then.
attention,
Keep Josh
please?
entertained.
There has been a fire emergency reported
It's
in the
just
building.
funnier.
Please
It's funnier
evacuate
if
the
somebody
building
comes
by
into the
the
screen
nearest exit.
and it's
Do
just
not use the elevator.
fire alarm going off.
May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please? There has been a fire emergency reported in the building. Please evacuate the building by the nearest exit. Do not use the
I
elevator.
will say that last time
Get out of the building.
last time the fire alarm went off, it was real.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please? There has been a fire emergency reported in the building. Please evacuate the building by the nearest exit. Do not use the elevators.
Incredible.
May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please? There has been a fire emergency reported in the building. Please evacuate the building by the nearest exit. Do not use the elevators. May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please? There has been a fire emergency reported in the building. Please evacuate the building by the nearest exit. Do not use the elevators. May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please? There has been a fire emergency reported in the building. Please evacuate the building by the nearest exit. Do not use the elevators. May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please? There has been a fire emergency reported in the building. Please evacuate the building by the nearest exit. Do not use the elevators. May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please? There has been a fire emergency reported in the building. Please evacuate the building by the nearest exit. Do not use the elevators. May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please? There has been a fire emergency reported in the building. Please evacuate the building by the nearest exit. Do not use the elevators. May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please? There has been a fire emergency reported in the building. Please evacuate the building by the nearest exit. Do not use the elevators. May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please? There has been a fire emergency reported in the building. Please evacuate the building by the nearest exit. Do not use the elevators. May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please? There has been a fire emergency reported in the building. Please evacuate the building by the nearest exit. Do not use the elevators. May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please? There has been a fire emergency reported in the building. Please evacuate the building by the nearest exit. Do not use the elevators. May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please? There has been a fire emergency reported in the building. Please evacuate the building by the nearest exit. Do not use the elevators. May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please? There has been a fire emergency reported in the building. Please evacuate the building by the nearest exit. Do not use the elevators. May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please? There has been a fire emergency reported in the building. Please evacuate the building by the nearest exit. Do not use the elevators. May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please? There has been a fire emergency reported in the building. Please evacuate the building by the nearest exit. Do not use the elevators. May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please? There has been a fire emergency reported in the building. Please evacuate the building by the nearest exit. Do not use the elevators. May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please? There has been a fire emergency reported in the building. Please evacuate the building by the nearest exit. Do not use the elevators. May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please? There has been a fire emergency reported in the building. Please evacuate the building by the nearest exit. Do not use the elevators. May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please? There has been a fire emergency reported in the building. Please evacuate the building by the nearest exit. Do not use the elevators. May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please? There has been a fire emergency reported in the building. Please evacuate the building by the nearest exit. Do not use the elevators. May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please? There has been a fire emergency reported in the building. Please evacuate the building by the nearest exit. Do not use the elevators. May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please? There has been a fire emergency reported in the building. Please evacuate the building by the nearest exit. Do not use the elevators. May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please? There has been a fire emergency reported in the building. Please evacuate the building by the nearest exit. Do not use the elevators. May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please? There has been a fire emergency reported in the building. Please evacuate the building by the nearest exit. Do not use the elevators.
Hold on. Hold on. All right. Scott, you here? Hello? Scott? Okay. Okay. All right. Oh, I have to get back in the call. Discord dropped me. Great, I was too quiet for too long. Hi, Conchu.
We have confirmation. Both of the Wachowskis have transitioned.
Oh, okay, cool. Good for them. All right.
Well, I'm glad we got that out of the way.
So, you want to hear about the fire?
I could take it or leave it.
All right, well, this is what. Okay. So, my building is a no smoking building, right? Can't smoke inside.
Yeah.
Several reasons for that. The rotunda, right, of the arcade, they put on events, right? And they had a wedding today. Some lady went into the bathroom and started vaping.
So it's not even smoke.
Yeah, but it triggered the fire alarm.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. Anyway, back to endless mode.
Man, if vaping can trigger the fire alarm, what if you're just like boiling water?
I don't know.
That was like an analog horror. That was incredible. Like, imagine coming to this, seeing the title, playing Junimo Kart till I die,
And
then it's just, there is a fire in the building.
I think we can totally rip the stream and make like a little video and just be like, and make it like one of those clickbait reels that's like streamer like streamer sets fire to his apartment.
And then, like, hard cut at the end to, like, so there was a wedding and one of the guests was vaping in the bathroom. And the short just ends. That's why I said, chat, is this real? Have you heard that video? I think it's a Meat Canyon video.
Yes.
Where it's XQC, I think, and he's like in the video and he's like looking at analog horror or something, and he's like, "Chat, is this real? Chat, is this real? Chat, chat, is this real? Wow, chat, wow, chat, wow."
Yeah. Oh man. Ah, shoot.
Right back at it. It's like we haven't even skipped a beat.
Oh man, I went up 5 flights of stairs to get back up to my
Great
apartment.
cardio.
I might have a heart attack.
You're fine. Did you take Conchu with you?
The only time I usually do, but I was like,
Well, you left your cat
I'll
in
go
a
back.
burning building.
I'll go. It wasn't burning.
In a burning building, you left your cat.
He really hates the carrier.
Like, it's people like you that make superheroes wish like they didn't have a job. Like, wow, okay. You're really gonna do that. You're gonna make me the guy who has to acknowledge that you left your cat in a burning building, and now I have to rush into a burning building to save your cat that you could have just... Because if I don't save it, then I'm the guy who's just deciding, no, your cat dies today. You see what position you're putting me in. This is what you do to Spider-Man, Chris. This is what you do to Spider-Man. This is why in Spider-Man 2 he wants to stop being Spider-Man. People like you. How does that make you feel, Chris?
One of my favorite Flash comics is he goes to a burning building to rescue the people, and he doesn't get there in time, and a lady dies, and he goes into a depression.
How does the Flash not get there in time?
I think he was wanking it
Was he in a drive-through?
in the Flash mobile, which is canon.
I don't know.
Why does he have a car? No, I'm saying it is canon. He has a car.
No, I'm saying I don't care what car he was driving. What was he getting in the drive-through? Was it
Oh.
Dunkin'?
A quarter pounder with cheese.
Oh. He seems like the type who'd go for a coffee.
He doesn't need coffee. He doesn't do energy drinks.
I don't really like the idea that he burns through calories the way he does. I understand it, but the way it's implemented in the stories he's in makes no sense. Like, he would just kill himself.
Right. He would just like.
Why isn't he just a husk person? He'd have to, like, the way they explain it and show it, he would just run himself to being a husk in moments. I hate the Flash. None of it makes sense. I have a similar problem with Ant-Man, but I only really have a problem with Ant-Man if they even try to bother explaining what the hell he does and how it works.
Yeah.
Just don't. Just don't explain it, because it doesn't work the way you think it does, and it obviously doesn't work the way the characters think it does, but they act like it does.
I like the part about Ant-Man. Okay, here's the thing. Quicksilver, I don't think has the problem that the Flash does like that, because Quicksilver is just fast. Flash is the fastest thing, and everything he does is fast.
Yeah. Like, don't get me wrong. Those problems arise when you have those that really cool scene from X-Men: Days of Future Past.
Yeah.
Where he's like, "If I could save time in a bottle," like doing that. If he could just do that, why is there a problem?
Mm-hmm.
Why can't he just solve any problem? But that's like Flash. Every time there's a Flash, every single time there is Flash, it's that. So let me ask you this. This is not rhetorical. This is not me being edgy and stupid. Why is there crime when the Flash exists? At least Superman has the excuse of, like, what is Superman gonna do? Like, stop
He's still only one
use his
guy.
super strength to break a lady's neck so she doesn't cross the road. I don't know how that stops crime, but I'm just spitballing here. I'm not a superhero, okay? I don't know how it works.
He could have.
I understand, but that's the thing. Flash isn't just one guy. Flash is a whole crew.
That's true. There's the whole Flash family.
This is another reason I hate superhero families. At least with the Batman family, the problem doesn't arise where I'm like, why is there crime? There's a whole freaking family of super people. Why is there crime?
They do answer that in the comics.
What? Let's hear it.
So the Speed Force, which is what they tap into for their powers, motherfucker.
Oh no.
The Speed Force is what they tap into their power. Isn't limited.
That's suddenly just real hard came an R-rated stream, just out of nowhere.
No, it's PG-13. I only said it once. That was my one time.
In the comics, Speed Force.
Right. It's not. It's. It's shut up. It's finite. And so every speedster taps into the Speed Force and takes a little bit away. So there are times where in certain comics, like the Reverse Flash starts killing off the Flash family, so he can tap into more of the Speed Force.
I do remember this. This is the one interesting thing in that. God knows what the movie was called, but it's some cartoon that came out somewhat recently, and it
Probably Flashpoint.
like it was some variation of that. I don't remember what the cartoon was called though. I don't think it was Flashpoint, but it was some variation of that story where he's
Price
like
is on
going
shitty
universe
writing.
hopping. I was trying to watch it, and I don't know what the hell was happening. I was told you can go in blind. You don't have to be like up to date on the cartoon movies or anything to know what the hell's going on. I had no freaking clue what was going on in this movie.
Survey says that was a damn lie.
Because he was like going, I don't know if the character, I have no clue if we were going from different iterations of the character or if the same character were going back and forth through different dimensions. I know at least one of the iterations was absolutely going to different dimensions. But other ones were like losing their memory or something, or they were like getting a flash. Oh, the Flash got a flash of some other dimension. I don't know how it works, and it was pissing me off, and I stopped watching it. But in that one, the one interesting thing that I gleaned. Oh, whoops! I'm such an idiot. I need to plug in my computer, and I plugged in a. So,
Oh, god damn it.
you're doing great. Anyway, the one interesting thing, the character, God knows what Flash it was, or if it was even the same Flash that I was watching in the movie prior, but he goes into a universe where, like, it's the Justice League, but they're bad guys.
Yeah.
And, he gets there and he's like, whoa, I feel super fast. What's up with that? And he meets up with this universe's Flash, and he's like, hey, I'm the Flash. I'm you from a different universe or whatever. And he's like, that's crazy. And our Flash is like, why am I so fast? I feel so fast. He's like, wow, really? Yeah, I could tell, because as soon as you got here, I'm like half as fast as I normally am. He's like, whoa, what are you talking about? He's like, well, I killed all the other speedsters that were sharing the Speed Force.
Yep.
And
In
like
one,
that's like the dramatic turn.
I remember, I know in one comic, the Speed Force isn't just universal, it's multi-dimensional. And there was a Flash who he had killed all the speedsters in his world. And then he was going through and killing Flashes and Flash families across the multiverse. So he could have the Mega Speed Force all to himself.
Great, good for him.
Mother, that barrel, that barrel.
Like, how could that even possibly work? It's a infinite multiverse. No, you can't keep. No, that means there's infinite numbers of you that are also doing that.
It's almost as dumb as Kang the Conqueror.
Yes.
In fact, it is as dumb as Kang the Conqueror.
It's as dumb because no matter which way you skin that cat, the story is the same. And great jump again. Excellent.
Shut up. The more that we talk about like the multiverse and stuff, the more I think maybe Rick and Morty isn't good.
Well, at the very least with Rick and Morty, it's packaged in. I mean, I don't know. I'm not defending Rick and Morty because the first few seasons were absolutely quite fun for me.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun with them. I haven't really watched it since then. But it's like packaged in. They try to do like the serious moments sometimes, but it's packaged in that it's a comedy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to take it all that seriously, and the people who do take it super seriously are just the people who really want to, I guess. The people who feel like they can get something out of it for doing so,
Yeah,
which is fine.
you just don't get it.
It's a pretty 200 IQ show.
Yeah. Mother.
But
Mother.
Mother.
Tell your children not to play this game.
Tell your children just to ask their older brothers what they mean, what they say. Mother. It's like one little hole you can fall in, and you fall in it every time. What was that? You just started. Oh my god.
If I miss one thing I used to do, and I'm starting to do it now, is if I miss the cherry, it's like there's no point, so I just immediately kill myself and start again.
Well.
Okay.
You might even say that's some sort of euphemism for virginity in some way. Some poem you was told about virginity. If you miss the charity, you might as well kill yourself.
No, that's some insult. Oh my god, I missed the cherry.
You missed it. You missed the cherry.
God, on the ice level too. I'm too deep. I'm too deep in now. Let's just see if I can do it.
Typically, if you miss the cherry, you're not deep at all.
What the fuck?
I'm just saying.
God damn it.
I'm just saying.
The grapes.
Not the grapes.
Not the grapes. The grapes got me.
What is in this cart?
It's a Junimo.
And that is
this weird little like woodland fairy that lives in the game. You interact with them throughout Stardew Valley. But yeah, they're little fairies. And so Junimo cart is literally a Junimo in a cart.
Where are you looking?
I'm looking just ahead of the cart.
Alright, champ, you got this. Try looking a little bit further ahead.
Like, where my,
Maybe not that far ahead. Like, split the difference between...
That's what
the
I've been
cursor.
doing.
Okay, well, I'll tell you.
That's why I keep the cursor there.
That's
because
why.
Because that's my field of view.
You can only see this much?
No, that's so much that I do better if I only focus on this area.
What they mean, what they say, mother.
Gotta get the cheese. Okay, come on. Okay, there we go. And orange.
Now, I'm sure a lot of people disagree with me in my views about the Flash, but I think the Flash is a mistake from its conception.
Okay, what about Green Lantern?
Well, I don't know anything about him, to be honest, other than that willpower and green lasers. That's all I know about him.
They're space cops.
Well, what stupidly broken, overpowered thing is he?
They can just make... Well, okay. He isn't, like... Well, depends. When he taps into the entire emotional spectrum, he pretty much becomes, like... Superman. Because everyone becomes
Right, because we
Superman.
need another one of those.
Yeah. When you put on all 10 rings, right? Because there's the seven rings, right? Then there is life and death. That's only 9.
Mm-hmm.
Where's he get the other rings? There are no other rings. Why? There can't be 10. Did I just go dumb?
I don't know. I have no idea what we're talking about.
Anyway, there's like a ring of life and a ring of death. That's white and black, right?
Okay.
Which is not an emotion. Death is not an emotion.
I mean, neither is life.
Touche.
How is life an emotion?
Touche.
I mean, I'm just gonna go out on a limb as well. Willpower is not an emotion either.
Well, so like, some of them, like, okay, like fear is the enemy of willpower. That's why the yellow ring is strong against the green lantern ring. And then blue is hope. But
Not an emotion.
And hope is like the blue lantern core is like the strongest of them. But they can't do much unless there's a green lantern near them, because hope is useless without the willpower to enact it.
This is so stupid.
It is, but I love it.
How are they the strongest?
Just in like power level, they're like a 10,000.
But what do they all do? Do they all just make machine guns with their stupid lasers?
So the Green Lantern specifically, the stronger your willpower is, the stronger your light projections are, right? So like two Green Lanterns with different willpowers can make like a sword, and like one could easily smash the other one. Because of the willpower.
Okay.
And there's also some other things that the certain other lanterns can do, right? So like the red lanterns, right? They, when the red lantern ring accepts you as one of its own, right? Your blood is replaced with like
Semen.
molten lava.
Okay, different direction than I thought we were going.
It's kind of like a xenomorph. So if you get a cut, you start spewing like, like super hot blood everywhere, and then you can also spit it out. Spit it out your mouth.
What?
Yellow.
And that's like their power is to just.
Well, there's that, and they can also make red projections.
So what are you talking about? Why can they do that?
That's kind of like a special thing for them. Orange, there's only one orange ring, because orange is greed and or avarice, and the reason there's only one is because the leader of the Orange Lantern Corps killed everyone else and took their rings and combined it into one ring, because he's greedy. And then that was a close one. Then you have Sinestro Corps, or the Yellow Lanterns. There's nothing really special about them. They make yellow things, and they can instill like fear into people like super heavily, and that's like it.
Why is this whale trying to harm you? How could you have possibly gotten up to that orange? It was too high.
Okay.
Wow. Oh, did that count?
It did.
Bro, it did. Oh my god.
Yeah. Just wait. There's a reason I was mad there.
What's this? Who's this little friend?
They kill you.
Oh. Well, you're dead. It didn't matter.
Yep. The will-o-wisps will track you down and kill you.
So
and you get a lot faster in that level.
my problem with the Flash, all this to be said, is with his implementation, because they can't just be a fast guy. He has to be the fastest conceivable thing.
Oh,
He has
wait.
to be. It's not even good enough for him to just be a fast person. Like, he has to be able to conceive at the speed of light. And I don't mean what you think I mean. I mean he has to be able to perceive at the speed of light.
He is the fastest man alive.
So just that power alone, he is the most powerful detective. Not, I don't care what the comics say. He can think at the speed of light. He is the most powerful detective. There is no situation where he would not solve a problem faster than any other person, because he can think faster than any other person. It doesn't matter if it takes, like, relative, it might be a normal amount of thinking to him, but relative to them, he is thinking, you know, a billion times, however many times, like a literal infinite number of times before they can even have one single thought. And that's a problem with the implementation.
Mm-hmm. You want to
is-
hear about some more of the Lantern Cores?
No, God, no. I
Okay, I'm
could
going to
not
tell
care
you them
less.
anyway.
Oh, God.
I already told you about Blue. They're my favorites.
They're your favorites because... Why?
Because hope.
You like the color blue?
No. And then Indigo, right? Indigo is compassion, right? However, they're really weird. Because like when they first meet them, right? This Green Lantern like crash lands on their planet. That because they're all like kind of like weird hermits. And they've like isolated themselves on this remote planet. And this Green Lantern like crashes and like is injured. And they mercy kill him because that's the most compassionate thing to do.
I mean, I disagree. Maybe fix him.
Yeah, they're like a weird, messed up like compassion. Because that's the other thing. The Lantern Rings like allow for like a little bit of self-healing. Not like broken, but
This is
like,
just like what you just described sounds like. How
know.
could you have possibly gotten that? That it was too high.
you know,
Anyway,
as long as they
what you just
have-
described sounds like every single evil AI trope ever, where you were made to save the world, and the only way to save it is to just delete it because all humans are going to kill themselves.
Yeah. And yeah, that's yeah. And then Violet, the Violet core is a love, but again, it's like a weird messed up love, because it's Al Jordan, right?
I have no idea.
I think it's Al Jordan. Because it's Jon Stewart who's like the really cool
Jon
one.
Stewart from The Daily Show.
Yes, but a black man.
Okay.
He's the really cool one from Justice League cartoon. Al Jordan is like the original Green Lantern.
Oh, Hal Jordan. I think it's
Hal
Hal
Jordan.
Jordan.
Not Al. Okay. His
I think it's Hal.
he like chooses to like, oh my god, he like does something and he breaks up with his girlfriend in some way in order to save people, and she doesn't take it well, so she becomes like blinded by her love and is like a weird incel but a woman. And the love ring
Is this
comes.
the one that got fridged?
Yeah, but this is a different continuity. And yeah, so she like gets the ring and becomes like a villain of his, because because she's like, if I can't have you to love, then no one can, type of deal.
Yandere.
Yeah. And then so in DC, I believe this is how the black and white rings work. So don't quote me on this. This could be my fan speculation.
I'm gonna quote you on it.
Okay. They have the anti-life equation, right?
Okay. I don't know.
Um,
That's what Darkseid was looking for in the Zack Snyder League.
yeah. And I believe the black ring is tied to that. The first black ring that I can think of was this dude who was like so unlucky, and like everything in his life was awful. It was really like Job in the middle half of his story, where just everything bad could happen to him, did happen to him, and so he like is like life hates me, and so if life is
Have a
gonna hate
taco,
me,
dude.
yeah, exactly. Life hates me, and if life is gonna hate me, like I'm gonna kill everything. And he like manifests like this energy of like I want to kill everything, and this ring appears to him, and so pretty much and its special power, right? Because it can do all the other lantern stuff. But its special power is that it can make like zombies, right?
Great.
So in the
That doesn't even make sense. That's undeath.
In the Darkest Day event, he goes around and he kills like Superman and Wonder Woman and Batman and like all the other heroes in the world, and turns them back to life as Black Lanterns. And so Al has to find all the Hal has to find all the other Lantern Corps, and like get try to get them to help like help stop this. And so he gets all the rings and he gets everyone to work together, and all of them together creates like the life equation, right? Because life is emotion, and that's where the white ring comes from. Yeah.
Are you sure that it's like? Why would it be 10 rings? Surely it's Roy G. Biv.
I don't know. I think I saw him wearing 10 rings once. It's Roy G. Biv plus white and black. And I think that is it. There's one time he became the ultimate Green Lantern, and he had 10. He had 10 green rings on, and he like his suit becomes all super cool, and so he's the ultimate willpower. Stop. Let me nerd out.
The other thing I hate the most, the other trope that I hate the most, I think this is a trope, specifically from DC, is I hate this. I've talked about this before. You already know. I hate this idea that, oh man, if Batman were evil, we are all screwed. I hate that.
Mm-hmm.
Because no, you aren't. You just aren't. You have a Flash. You have the Superman. What? I don't give a crap. If there's even a hit, and here's the thing, like it's not just like people on the outside who say this. The frickin' comics like agree. Oh man, if Batman is ever a bad guy, the whole world is doomed. So if the people in the comics agree, then as soon as they get a whiff of, oh Batman, you seem like you're a bad guy, Superman would just fly at the speed of light through him and turn him into atoms.
Yeah.
Oh, he has a kryptonite buckler. He's wearing a kryptonite buckler, and Superman can't get... Okay, the Flash will run at him at the speed of light and snap his neck. Or, how about we just go back in time? We go back in time and just stuff him out. How is he going to prepare against that? DC.
Well, then there's the ripple effect of going back in time.
So okay, you'd rather live in a world where Batman becomes evil and apparently is able to take over the world and kill all the Justice League, rather than just have, oh man, I guess this world's a bit wrong. Oh, I went back in time and killed Batman, so I guess everybody calls it oregano instead of oregano.
Change it back.
You change it back right now. I will not live in a world where they call it oregano.
Conchu, it's really hard to play this game when you're asleep on my arms.
That's cute, though.
It is so cute.
He's helping.
I need to take a picture of this and put it on our Twitter.
He's helping. We have a Twitter.
Oh my god. Oh, an X. My bad.
Is the URL still Twitter?
I don't think so.
Let's find out. If it is, I'm calling it Twitter. Twitter. If I type it into Google, they're gonna know. Twitter. Yeah, it's called X.com. God dang it. I'm not calling it X.
I'm not.
You just did.
He refuses to call He refuses to call his child by their chosen name after they've transitioned. So I refuse to call his...
You said this earlier,
yeah.
and you accidentally misgendered the person.
This is true. Then again, I didn't know what their original gender was, so...
I don't care.
I'm not using
It's his business. He's a prick. I don't care about how he feels politically. I don't want to see him anywhere in politics.
True, but we can't help that apparently.
Well, no, I mean, I'm not up to date because their relationship is so fickle and ever changing. But I think he's on the outs with Trump now. Like, they were best friends, and now I think they hate each other.
Friendship with Trump ended.
New friendship with
Putin?
I don't know. I don't know. God, I hope not.
No. Netanyahu, because we're bombing Iran with Israel right now. No, wait. I think there's a ceasefire right now.
Yeah. Right now there's a 10-year ceasefire.
Yeah. Because both...
And I'm sure it'll last.
Both Israel and Iran were like, oh shit, America came in. Everything's gonna die now.
No,
Truth?
man. I guarantee you, Israel was like, see what happens? Even though they attacked first! But I digress.
I love how you were like, Chris, would it be wrong if I like immediately got like super political and all you've been doing is just...
Dude, I just... There is something that just sets me at 11. I don't like to complain about politics, but something about this victimized personality that they take on, this role they embody, Israel in particular. How, I can't believe everything's going wrong for us. Bro? Oh my god. But I digress.
I love you, buddy. No, it's the fucking whale again.
This is good. It's good. It's good. It's good that we're this far.
All right. We want to be this far.
Although we don't want to be missing these fruits. You're missing these fruits.
Okay, we made it. Oh fuck. Okay. This is definitely
All right,
R-rated.
now it's an R-rated stream for sure.
I didn't even see where the grape was on that level. You'll have to, like, tell me.
Oh, you got the cherry. Look at you, footstooling these bubbles. Oh wow, the orange and the grape are right next to each other.
Oh yeah, that's happened sometimes.
This isn't gonna happen. You need 20,000 points.
I can tell you this. I restarted.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is a long jump. It's a long jump there.
Oh, such a long jump there.
Yeah. Like, it depends on the story that it's implemented in.
Right.
First, number one, I just add a baseline. The DC universe. I will never buy in a million years that evil Batman would get anywhere.
Right.
Unless evil Batman contrived a way to have all the superpowers and be indestructible and go at the speed of light. Because that's the world we live in the DC universe. Yes, I understand people like Batman. Yes, I understand he is, at least to me, by far the coolest character DC has. And because he has no powers, is a big reason as to why he's that cool. But because he has no powers, I don't care if he prepares or has enough time to do whatever the hell. He cannot compete with the fiction breakers, Flash and Superman. Like, Superman is like the ultimatum of the, like, my dad can beat your dad. Oh yeah, my dad can jump over buildings. Oh yeah, my dad can shoot lasers out of his eyes.
Literally. Come on, baby.
It's like a joke. But I digress. Here I am digressing again. And I don't even know how you didn't just die then. Oh, he just died there.
Yep.
So, I'm not hearing you hit spacebar anymore.
Oh, good.
No, there it is again. Never mind.
Oh, okay. I wonder what happened to... Well, I know what happened to them. Never mind. Because, like, some cartoons explore, like, other DC characters that don't get, like, a lot of love anymore. So, like, I think his name's The Mask. The guy with no face, who's, like, a detective.
Oh, you mean The Question?
Yes, The Question. The Mask is a different character. Not to be confused
about-
with...
I don't
the
know
other
anything
Mask.
about The Question.
Well, no, oh my god. I'm a dumbass. No, like, what I'm saying is, I don't know, I would like to see more characters that aren't, like, the most popular ones. Like, remember the Green Hornet film with, Seth Rogen in it?
Yeah.
That was cool. That was nice. I like that.
He's not DC Comics.
What is he?
Nothing. He was a TV show.
Yeah, I think he had comics.
I don't know. I was under the impression that he was like in the same ballpark as like the Lone Ranger.
Yeah, but the Lone Ranger was originally radio plays, and then it became comics, and then it became the Lone Ranger TV show.
Are you just saying these things?
No, there are Lone Ranger comics.
I'm sure there are Lone Ranger comics, but I don't know
And
if
yes, he
if it was
started off as a radio play.
Oh, I'm sure he started as a radio play, but I'm pretty sure there probably weren't comics that inspired the show.
Right, the comics probably came after the show.
Green, what's he called?
Hornet.
Comics? Comic?
If you just look up the character, it'll just say what he first appeared in.
Yeah, it's just Hellknit Comics.
Helmet. Oh, okay.
Hellknit.
Helmet. What the fuck is that?
Knit.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Knit. Radio series. 2 movie serials. George W. Trindle took his property to Universal Pictures.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't. In 2016, Paramount Pictures and Churn Entertainment acquired the rights to the Green Horde and started preliminary work on developing a reboot.
Oh. And they called it Green Arrow for some reason.
It's not out yet, apparently.
That was... Okay.
Leigh Whannell will direct the reboot. It's a movie, I guess.
Oh, okay.
So in 1966 is when the show started,
Okay.
and the serials were back in the 40s.
Okay.
It's not. I'm not seeing anything about comics in the Wikipedia page.
Okay,
Hold
never
on.
mind.
It said earlier that there were comics somewhere. Where did I see that? Yeah, comic book began in December 1940. Where is that in the? Oh wow! In the original radio incarnation, Britt Reed, who is the Green Hornet, is the son of Dan Reed Jr., the nephew of the Lone Ranger.
That's interesting. Are they supposed to take place at similar times?
Where
Wow.
the hell does it say comics? Okay, all right. Green Hornet comics began in December 1940, so after the radio play, probably in concert with the serials.
Mm.
Movie series 1940 and 1941.
Come on, Chris. You can do this. You're getting so close. Just let the
I
soft-
don't want to read any more about Green Hornet. Oh my god, I don't care.
Okay. Just let the soft sounds of Scott's voice put you in a state of...
Well, I'm gonna give you literally 5 more lives,
Alright.
and then I'm out of here.
And then you're
That's
gonna,
one.
Then you're gonna kill me?
No, and then I'm leaving. You can keep playing if you want, but I need to eat something before bed.
I am also hungry.
Well, I say before bed. I need to eat something before it gets too late. Because I don't like to eat right before bed. 2.
Okay, fine.
Come on, you got this. Get that orange. Get them grapes. Look at them grapes. Pick it up. Pick up the grape. It's right there. It's waiting for you. Getting it. Snap into a grape.
Snapping.
You got 14,970 points there, Bert. Look at that cherry. You jump. You slide down the ice. Get them coins. Slide down. Ooh, jump, jump, jump. Look at that side. Orange. Jump, jump.
I was doing really well
Slide.
there.
That's life.
Yep. That makes 3.
I haven't got to you dying yet.
Oh, okay.
There's something wrong about this whale. Oh, there he goes. That's 3.
There's a lot wrong about the whale. Its air is coming out its mouth, not its blowhole.
I mean, it just looks incorrect. I don't like it.
It fits the aesthetic of the game.
I don't like it. I don't like it. Change the whale.
Let me just call my buddy Concerned Ape
Change the whale.
and be like, hey, in the Haunted Chocolatier, make sure you change the
All
wheel.
right. Last live. I hope this one ends unceremoniously. You just needed the pressure. That's what it is. You needed the pressure of knowing you have 5 lives left. This is going all the way.
Well, good night, everybody.
This is going all the way.
Oh no.
What's wrong?
Oh no.
What's wrong?
Oh my god, I'm such a dumbass.
What?
I forgot that you have to go to bed in order for the game to save.
Oh, did you just like turn the game off?
I turned the game off, so I didn't catch that legendary fish and I didn't get my last artifact.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I actually don't know how big of a deal that is.
Well,
I have no frame of reference.
I have no. I'm gonna go ahead and go to bed.
All right.
And I am also gonna go to bed.
Okay.
Goodbye,
You know, you
Scott.
win some. Actually, no, you don't win some. You didn't win any.
I didn't
today.
win. I didn't win. Yeah.
You lose a lot. How do we wrap it? You lose a lot. You you go to bed.
Huh.
I guess that's where we are.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go ahead and get them real quick.
Get what?
The things that I'm missing.
The legendary guy?
Yeah, I'm gonna go and get them again on this stream.
Isn't he
Before I go
rare?
to bed. It's now fall, and I know where to catch him.
Okay.
And the other thing.
Well, I'm gonna leave.
Okay.
Farewell.
Good night.
Hold on. Let me hit you with a. There you go. Farewell.
I have these artifact troves. What the? Okay. Now that we've made a blunder. I can't believe we've done this. No, that one's done. Okay. So it's just the fish. I just didn't do the fish. Okay. We're good. We're good. Okay, we'll just get the fish real quick. And then we'll go to bed. Or at least stop the stream. We don't need to go to bed yet. We can do some more programming. If, hey, you know, I don't know, no one's watching this anymore, but if you want to see me try to program a video game, let me know. And I will definitely record that and show you guys. I think it's a pretty good idea, what I have. Okay, gotta recatch. And it immediately showed up for me. And I failed. Horribly. Fantastic. Come on. viewers think I have it. Because they watched me catch it. So let's go to bed. Let's catch it again and then go to bed. Okay, there we go. The fact that I had to do that again is... Good job. Good job, Chris. We're going straight to bed. We're not gonna try to catch it a third time. We're just not. But that does mean the fish are full and the artifacts are full. Perfect. Just gonna, yep. Alright. We're gonna probably keep streaming this tomorrow. But, well, it's now past midnight. So today, later today, we'll stream more. Good night, everybody.